Good morning po, Pet A3201. So, for today, wait, audible po ba?
Good morning po, sir. Yes po. Audible po.
Okay. So, for today, we will be continuing to discuss yung ano pong mga methods in solving linear equation, systems of linear equation. So, last time we have discussed yung atin pong Gaussian and Gauss-Jordan technique. So, for today, we will be discussing yung remaining two methods which are yun pong ating Jacobi and Gauss-Seidel. Okay. So let me just share my screen. Visible na ka po.
Yes po, sir.
Okay, so let's start our discussion. So for today, we'll be discussing, just like what I've mentioned, we'll be discussing Jacobi method. And for Jacobi method, so we have here our example, negative x plus y plus 7z equals negative 6. Then also we have 4x minus y minus z equals 3. And negative 2x plus 6y plus z equals 9. So, doon po sa ating mga previous na method or yung technique which are Gaussian and Gauss-Jordan, we have used the principle or yung concept po na matrix in order to solve the systems of linear equation. So, for this one, somehow may similarities po siya. Yung pag-derive po ng Jacobi method is also used yung pong principle na matrix. So, we will be discussing kung paano po na-derive but somehow yung pong Jacobi method and also yung Gauss-Seidel ay uh, yung pong process niya is can be done without using matrix. So basically, we will be using iterations and also uh, we will be evaluating values for those iterations. Ano po? So for Jacobi method, we all know na I'll just show you the way at which this given uh, shall be utilizing Jacobi method in a way that we will be using yung pong ating matrix. Ano po? So for this one, the Jacobi method, we all know that this given, yung katumbas po niya is itong matrix na ito. Negative 1, then we have 1, then 7, then 4, negative 1, negative 1, then also we have for the third row, negative 2, 6, and 1. And we also have yun pong sa answers. So, hindi na po susulat yung answers. So, we'll be more focusing on this 1. So, as you can see, ito po yung katumbas ng matrix form. For Jacobi method and also for Gauss-Seidel, it is also applicable to Gauss-Seidel. Kailangan daw po, for the step 1, we need to verify or we need to make sure that yung ating pong matrix form is diagonally dominant. So, first step is to check if it's diagonally dominant. So what do I mean by diagonally dominant? So when we say diagonally dominant, yun daw pong ating diagonals. So kung matatandaan nyo, this one, so for diagonals, we are having the values po nito. Ito po, itong diagonal na ito. So what do you mean by dominant? So we all know that this is the diagonal, yung negative 1, and 1. So, kailangan daw for each row, halimbawa yung ating pinatamaan sa diagonals, for this first row, siya po yung nasa ating first column which is yung -1, kailangan daw po yung absolute value niya is dominant doon po sa sum ng remaining values doon sa row. I mean, so, di ka po ito ay -1. So, yung kanya pong absolute value is 1. Tama. Kailangan daw po siya is greater than doon sa sum ng absolute values ng remaining values doon sa row. So, yung sum ng remaining values ay 1 plus 7. So, since absolute value, so uh, regarded siya as positive. So, 1 plus 7 is 8, and we all know that 8 is greater than 1. So, we can say that our first row is considered as diagonal dominant. About for the next row, we all know that the absolute value of -1 is 1. And yung sum po ng ating kailangan daw po greater than daw po siya doon sa sum ng remaining values sa row. The remaining value sa row is 4 and -1, and absolute value of 4 is 4. Absolute value of -1 is 1. So, sum nila is 5, and we all know that 5 is greater than 1. It is not less than 1. So, we can say that our second row is considering po yung ating condition that it should be diagonal dominant. And for the last, as you can see, alam natin na siya is 1, and yung remaining values niya is 6 and 2. So, yung magnitude niya is 6 and 2. So, 6 plus 2 is 8. So, 8 is technically greater than 1. So, ibig sabihin, hindi rin nag-follow yung ating third row. O yung third row po natin, doon po sa step 1, which is kailangan daw po siya is diagonal dominant. So, what do you think is yung atin itong gagawin in order to make this diagonal dominant? So, our only way is that we are going to interchange the order po ng ating equations. So, let me just erase this one. Sige, dito na natin siya i-erase. So, kailangan natin baguhin yung order. So, as you can notice, yung atin pong given is ang first order po, ang first equation dun po sa ating three equations ay yung may negative x na una. So, in order po, I suggest that we will be using this order. So, alam po natin na from this order, let us check if it is already diagonally dominant. So, you are obliged to check if yung order po na ating given is diagonally dominant or not. So, for this one, hindi ka po is, yung matrix form niya is 4, -1, -1. Then we also have -2, 6, and 1. And also we have -1, 1, and 7. So, yung ating diagonals ay ito, 4, 6, and 7. And technically, for the first row, 4, yung magnitudes daw po na natitira is negative of -1 ay both positive 1. Kumbaga yung kanilang absolute value. Ano po? And adding those remaining values, 1 plus 1 is 2. So, technically, 2 is less than 4 or 4 is greater than 2. So, technically, yung ating pong first row is already considering yung pong condition natin na diagonally dominant. Next, dito po sa ating second row, 6 po yung ating nasa diagonal. And yung remaining values po is 2 and 1. And yung magnitudes po ng 2 and 1, ipag-add po natin yung magnitudes are 2 plus 1, so it will be 3. And we all know that 6, yung ating pong nasa diagonal is greater than 3. So we can say that the second row is already complying to our condition. Next, yung ating pong last row. For the last row, we know yung ating tamaan ng diagonal is yung ating pong 7. And yung magnitudes ng remaining values ay 1 and also 1. disregarding yung pong ating negative sign. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Tapos we all know that 7 is greater than 2. So technically siya po is complying na doon sa ating condition, which is it should be diagonal dominant. Gets po yun. Pa-heart react naman po if gets. If hindi naman po gets, mag-react lang po yung dislike. Ano po? Gets po yung pag-check if yung step 1 sa... So this one is not only applicable sa Jacobi, it is also applicable sa ating Gauss-Seidel since those methods are somehow the same po yung kanyang process. So later I will say to you yung kanina pong difference. Ano po? So for this one, wala po question. Part track nga po na if na question. Okay, so i-assume na nag-gets yun na po yung ating step 1 for ating Jacobi method. So for step 2, let me just erase this para tayo ay tuloy-tuloy. Ano po? Lang ha? Erase lang po natin. So for the next one, we know yung atin pong naayos ng order na equations ay meron po siyang equivalent matrix form na ganito, yung nasa yung below po. So it is written as AX equals B. For A, siya po yung ating mga coefficients doon po sa ating equation, yung 4 hanggang doon sa 7. Then X, yung pong X natin is yung mga variables na ginamit natin for our equations o yung ating pong linear equations. And for this case, we have X, Y, and Z. And some cases, meron pong some tutorials doon po sa YouTube na ang ginagamit pong variables ay X sub 1, X sub 2, and X sub 3. So, and so on. So, depende po yun sa given ano po. Pwede din po yung mga ABCD, depende po. Basta ang gagamitin is in form of letters. Ano po? Or some also has, kapag ano po i-apply na po siya sa engineering principles ay Greek letters po. Ano po? And also, yung nasa right po ng ating equal sign is yung B, at which yung B po corresponds to all the answers or yung pong constant doon sa ating equation. Okay? Nagets po yan. So, from here, we can now proceed to our step 2. So, for step 2, yun, yung ating pong A, it's ito. So, we will disintegrate this A matrix into 2 matrix or the sum of 2 matrix. So, we all know, based po doon sa inyong lesson sa advanced mathematics last year. So, we all know that this matrix on the left is equal to the sum of our matrix on the right. Na-gets po. So, as you can see, yung ating pong D, so D stands for diagonal matrix. So, for the diagonal matrix, ang values lang po are 4, 6, and 7, and the others are all 0. And for the other one is yung pong kanyang matrix at which when you add it to the diagonal matrix is ma-form po is itong matrix na nasa left. Ano po? So for this one is N is for non-diagonal matrix at which yung diagonals po natin are all 0 and the remaining values are as it is depending on the given. Ano po? So next step is yung step 3 po natin. So as I mentioned earlier, ito po yung form niya. Yung AX is equal to B. So ito po siya. So for the third step, we have derive daw po natin yung Jacobi iteration equation. So, for the third step, we have AX equals B. And we know yung ating A from step 2 is B plus N. Tama. And upon manipulation or algebraically manipulating yung ating equation, so we would be having dx plus nx is equal to B. Ano po? Then, next is we need to isolate yung x po natin dito associated dun po sa ating D. And so, for to achieve such, we need to isolate yung dx po natin sa left, and we need to transpose yung ating pong nx sa right. Then it will become negative nx. Kaya po siya ay magiging b minus nx. Then, ang goal natin is isolate itong x. So, siya is, yung d is kailangan natin i-reciprocal, or in matrix form, yung reciprocal ko is in inverse matrix. Ano po? And we have already arrived at our formula. So, kung mapapansin niyo po, yung ating pong formula is, yung principle po niya is, ano po yung principle ng ating formula? Kung ano mapapansin niyo. Sa yung mga previous na lessons po natin, with regards doon po sa methods in finding the roots, ano po yung similarity, ano po yung method na may similarity dito sa ating pagdederive? Anyone? Any guess? Any guesses? Well, guesses. So, kung mapapansin niyo po, yung ating formula is, siya po is based doon po sa fixed point at which in-isolate po natin yung isang x in order to find yung atin pong new x. Ano po, yung formula for our new x na given na merong old x. Ano po. So, next, let us, we know that ito na po yung ating derived formula for ating Jacobi method. So, we are going to convert it again into matrix form, and its matrix form is this one below. So, before we proceed to that, we know yung ating pong D is ito, or yung ating diagonal matrix is 4, 6, 7, and kung mapapansin nyo sa formula is may D raised negative 1, or yung siya po is yung ating inverse matrix. So, yung inverse matrix po nito, if you could recall doon po sa inyong admap last time, is that inverse matrix po ng diagonal matrix is another diagonal matrix at which yung ating pong values ng diagonals are all in the reciprocal form. Ano po? So for this one, yung kanya pong inverse matrix form is in this one, yung po nasa right. Okay. So using our derived formula, let's now proceed on converting it again to matrix form. So for the matrix form, yung ating x nyo, so since yung ating systems of linear equation does not only focus on one variable, so for this case, since siya is systems of linear equation, so there are multiple variables. So for our case, yung ating pong ano is tatlo lang yung ating equations. So we will be using, since it's a 3x3 matrix, so we'll be using 8, 4, 3 variables, which are x, y, and z. So x new is equal to this one. Then our inverse matrix is this one times b, yung ating pong b. So as you can recall, yung ating b dito is in ax form. Ax is equal to b form po ito, diga po. So yung ating b is ito, nasa kanan ng ating equal sign, which are the constants for our equations. So 3, 9, 6. So that's why in our formula, we convert it as 3, 9, 6 minus n. Yung n natin is yung non-diagonal matrix natin. Then x old, or xyz old. So technically, we have already converted it into our matrix form. And now let us disintegrate this matrix form into three equations, since there are 3 rows for this one, 3 rows for each and every matrix. Ano po? So, yung kanya daw pong form into three equation is ganito daw po. So, let me just copy this one para gamitin natin siya dito sa Wait lang. Ito natin to. Gamitin natin test dito ha. So this one, so with equation form, so kung mapapansin niyo po, yung ating po nasa left ay ito po yung tatlong equation form based po doon sa ating matrix. So yung ating first equation is x new. X new is ito, galing dito siya sa ating x. So, and considering niya siya po is new, equals yung atin pong 1/4. 1/4 is from our matrix, yung diagonal matrix natin, times yung ating pong quantity ng 3. Then we know that meron siyang minus dito. Tama, may minus siya dito sa ating formula. Then yung ito, wait lang, natin para ma-9. So ito yung 3 plus, so minus siya diga, minus, tas ito, we all know that this R for x, this R for y, and this column is for z. Ano po? So, wala po siyang value for x dahil 0 yung natapat sa kanya. Then, plus, so kaya siya naging plus dito sa ating formula is that yung ating negative times negative 1. So, magiging positive 1 kaya siya is plus y. And lastly, the same din po dun sa ating third row, which is negative 1. So, siya is magiging plus z. Nagets po yun. React naman po if gets. Gets po. So, how about others? Ulitin. Thumbs up if need ulitin. Tas heart if okay na, if gets na. Gets na, how about the others? Okay, so gets na. Next, yung sa ating y nyo is yung 1/6 is ito. 1/6 times yung quantity ng 9 tas minus negative 2 minus negative 2 siya is magiging positive na dahil minus at negative. Tapos siya is for assigned for the variable x kaya siya ay plus 2x dito sa ating formula. Ito po. Next, yung ating 0 is naka-assign doon sa y. So, meaning wala po siyang y variable doon sa ating equation. Then, yung ating next one is positive 1. And we know that there is a negative here. So, kaya siya ay magiging minus 1. So, siya is naka-assign doon sa ating z variable. Kaya siya ay minus z. Gets po? So, same goes doon po sa ating z na formula na z nyo. So, hindi lang po siya ipapakita na po. So, I assume gets nyo na po. Questions with regards po dito sa sa pag-derive po nitong ating equation form. Any question? I-erase natin. So, if wala question pa, pa-react man po if clear na yung pag-derive sa ating equation form using so that is yung pag-derive niya in A-longer version. So doon dumaan pa po tayo sa matrix form. So technically you can already derive this form equation without using already matrix. So pinakita ko lang sa inyo yung derivation sa Jacobian iteration method. So for this one, we know that yung ating formula yung ating pong formula is yung naka-flash doon kanina, diga. So, ito po yung ating given. Tama. So, from our given, yung ating first, let's try to derive yung ating formula doon po from, at i-compare po natin doon siya sa ating na-derive using matrix form. So, for this one, atin lang po kailangan gawin is i-isolate yung isang variable. So, for the case, since ito po yung nauna, so, siya po yung assigned for x, then yung second is assigned for y, and yung third is assigned for yung third variable natin which is yung z. So for this one, We all know, kapag nilipat po natin sa kabila yung y and z, so siya is magiging positive pareho. So 4x is equal to y plus z plus 3. Tama po. Then we divide both sides by 1/4. I mean, we multiply both sides by 1/4 or we divide it by 4. So upon dividing, makakancel na po itong 4 sa kabila. Then ma-isolate na po or matitira na is yung x. Then we have 1/4 here. So as you can notice, siya is the same doon sa ating equation for x nyo. 1/4 times 3 plus y plus z. Doon lang po sa ating na-derive is it is y plus z plus 3. So same lang siya doon sa ating times 1/4. So same lang doon sa ating na-derive. Ano po? Gets po yun? Gets po yung pag-derive. I-isolate nyo lang po yung aside na variables for each equation. Gets po? Thumbs down nga if hindi gets and ulitin ko. If hindi gets, okay lang naman. Gets? Gets po? Sure ha? So, yan. So, I assume na gets yun na. So, hindi ko na ipapakita yung derivation ng y and z. So, try nyo na lang din. So, technically, pareho lang naman po yung lalabas for those equation. So, let me just erase this one. And let's go back doon po sa ating method. So, ito na daw po yung ating methods. I mean, yung ating equations na gagamitin for our iterations. So, we know na ito ay based doon sa ating fixed point method. So, technically, pwede natin po siyang i-apply sa iterations po. So, for our first iteration, or sa pagsisimula po ng iterations, sa Jacobi and also sa Poseidon, yung ating first value na i-assign is always all 0. Morning po. It's always all 0. So, for x, y, and z, so siya lahat po is equal to 0. So, for this one, yan, ito daw po yung ating first iteration. So, for first iteration, x is equal to 0 as well as for y and z. Ano po? So, and we know that these are our equations. So, yung ating pong y, z, and also yung x's, lahat po, x, y, and z, ay papalitan natin ng 0 in order to find the new values for x, y, and z respectively. So, for this one, so 1/4 times, so ibaba natin to para pagbasehan nyo. So 1/4 times 3 plus y natin is 0, plus z, which is also 0. So kaya siya is equal sa 3/4. Next is 1/6 times 9 plus 2 times x, which is also 0, minus z, which is 0. Kaya siya is magiging 3/4. Next naman po is z new is equal to 1/7 times -6. -6 is constant plus x natin, which is 0, minus ating y, which is also 0. Kaya siya ay magiging -6/7. Nagets po yun? Nagets po? Questions? Si Gab lang nakagets? How about the others? Nagets po? Same names lang nakikita ko eh. Nag-respond. Okay, so I assume gets nyo naman po. For the next iterations, yung atin daw pong nakuhang values for x, y, and z, yung ating x is 3/4, yung ating y is 3/2, and yung ating z nyo is -6/7. So, sila naman daw po, for the second iteration, sila naman daw po yung ating magiging new values for x, y, and z. So, for this case, siya is yung x natin is 3/4, y is 3/2, and z equals negative 6 over 7. Okay, nagets po yun. Then, ating sunod na gagawin is isa-substitute po natin siya sa lahat ng ating x, y, and z in respective positions. Ano po? So, for this one, so yan. For the second iteration, it would be 1/4 times 3 plus y. Ang y natin is 3 halves. Tama. Plus z. Yung z natin is negative 6 over 7. Gets ko yan. Kaya ang resulting value niya would be 51 over 56. Next, y new. For y new, we have 1/6 times 9 plus 2x. X is 3/4. Kaya siya ay 2 times 3/4 minus z. Ang z po natin is negative 6 over 7. Kaya siya ay minus negative 6 over 7. So, yung resulting value po niya upon evaluation sa RP would be 53 over 28. So, for this one, I'll be considering yung pong fraction form na ano po para kumbaga maging sakto pa yung values natin. So, dadating naman po sa point na hindi na po kaya na calculate na kaya na po siya in form of fraction. So, I'll be accepting decimal once decimal na po yung nalabas na calculate. Ano po? So, next we have zero. So, our zero is 1 over 7 times negative 6 plus x. X is 3/4 minus y. Y is 3 halves. Kaya ang resulting value niya would be negative 27 over 28. Gets? Questions? React nga if get. Okay. So, gets nyo na. Gets nyo na yung pattern nyo po. Ano po? So, for our third iteration, anyone, because we have already our new exit would be yung equation ng ating third iteration for x nyo. Anyone? Anyone po? What would be our equation for the second iteration? Anyone? Kala ko gets nyo na po. Equation, halimbawa, yung 1/4 plus 3 plus y, that's sasabihin nyo lang kung anong value ng y din, plus z or yung value ng z. Anyone po from the group? Yes, Luis. Yung equation, sabi mo yung buong equation. Then after is yung answer.
Magiging ano po, 1/4 times 3 na 53 over 28 minus 27 over 20.
Sadya ba mahina or sa akin lang mahina yung audio? Sadya mahina or sa akin lang?
Medyo mahina po, sir.
Okay. So, rinig ko naman pero medyo mahina yung Luis. So, yun, sabi nga ni Luis, yung ating daw po magiging answer for our XC would be 55 over 56. From this equation, yung 1/4 times 3 plus 53 over 28 plus negative 27 over 28. Ano po? Next. Wait lang, how about my audio? Okay lang ba? Or mahina or malakas? Or okay lang?
Humina po siya compared po dun sa una pong audio.
Ito na yung right ano, kasi pansin ko nga medyo liit yung pag ano ng mic. How about po ngayon? Okay na po.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So how about for our y new, what would be its equation? Then also say its equivalent answer. Anyone po? Y new, anyone, y new. Ibababa ko nga pala yung ating equation. Yan. So what would be our y new? Equation then answer. Anyone? Yes, Gab.
Try lang po. Ang equation po ay 1/6 multiplied to the quantity of 9 plus 2 times 51 over 56 minus ito pala minus minus negative 27 over 28.
Anong equivalent?
Ang sagot po ay 55 over 28 po.
Okay, so siya is magiging 55 over 28. Nagets po yun. Question, nakakasunod naman po lahat doon sa ating flow ng discussion. Questions, clarifications. Okay. So, I assume gets yun na since wala nag-respond. So, for the next one, yung atin pong Z new sa third iteration. So, anyone who can say the equation and yes, Greg. Okay, so siya is same doon po sa ating naka-flash sa ating screen. So, we have already our new values for x, y, and z doon sa ating third iteration. How about for the fourth iteration? What would be the equation of our x new? Anyone po? Anyone for x new for the fourth iteration? Baka dahil di naka-share, naka ano yung equation. Anyone po x new? Naka-show na yung ating equation. Nag-erase ba na hand or mabagal net ko? Anyone po? Tayo ko magtawag ha para ano. For our x new, can you give it to me? Yes, Arol J. Hernandez.
Yung magiging equation po natin will be 1/4 times the quantity 3 plus 55 over 28 plus negative 391 over 392. Tama po ba?
Okay, so what would be its equivalent value?
Wait lang po. Ang value po will be 585 over 784 po.
Are you sure? Baka ano, dun sa sign nagkamali.
Sir, pwedeng pataas po yung slide. Ang value po pala will be 1,055 over 1,555 over 1,568 po.
Okay, so that would be our x new. How about y new? What would be the equation? If pala mag-raise hand, yan. Yes, Ken. Kanino yun?
Sir, pwede po makita ulit yung nasa taas.
Okay, fine. Tapos, sabihin nyo na din yung value kung ano equivalent.
Ang magiging y nyo po natin na bago ay 1/6 times 9 plus 2 times 55/56 minus negative 391/392 po. Tapos wait lang po sa computation.
Habang ikaw subjected mga question, gets naman. Clear naman yung pagkuha po ng mga iterations. Okay. See, you know, ano daw po magiging value? Ken.
Ano po, 1563/784 or 1.9936224499. 449.
Okay, so same lang doon sa ating nasa formula na po. Zinyo ngayon ano? So next, how about for y nyo? I mean, Zinyo pala. Yes, Lumbres and Anton.
For our Z nyo po, 1/7 multiplied by negative 6 plus 55/56 minus 53/28 po. Answer will be negative 387/392 po.
Sure. Verify mo nga if 387/392. Double check mo. Kasi iba ata yung lumabas sa akin.
Bali, negative 391/392 po pala.
Okay. So, tama yun na 391/392. Lumabas din po ba sa iba? Negative 391/392 para ma-verify natin. Okay. So, siya is negative 391/392. So, that would be for our fourth iterations. We have already our new x, new y, and new z. How about for the for the fifth iteration ng ating x new, what would be its value? Given, wait, dito natin ito, meron pala din sa what would be its value for the x new? Anyone? Yes, Adrian.
Bali po 4x nyo, 1/4 times 3 plus 1563/784 plus negative 391/392. Ang sagot po ay 3133/3136.
Okay, so that is the same doon po sa ating naka-flash. How about our y new? Anyone? Other heads? Other hands? Yes, Sayel.
Ang y nyo po ay 1/6 times 9 plus 2 times 1555/1568 minus negative 391/392. Ang sagot po ay 3,131/1568 or 1.99681124.
Okay. So, dun sa calcu po is that naging ano na siya. hindi na niya kaya yung naka-fraction form. So, for this one, if hindi na, ang lumabas na sa inyo is in decimal form. So, decimal form na yung ating po isusulat as answer. Ano po? So, same lang din naman siya. Tama, same lang dun sa sagot ni Zayed. So, we have our new value for x, for new y. So next, how about our new z? What would be its equation and its answer? Yes, Mitra and Cyril.
So for our new z po, ang bago po equation natin is 1 over 7 times negative 6 plus 1,555 over 1,568 minus 1,563 over 784. Ang lumabas po sa calculus ko is negative 10979 over 10976 po.
Okay, so the same lang doon sa ating nakaplas sa ating screen. Ano po? So we have already our fifth iteration. So ito po, iterations nito is for Jacobi method is sometimes or mostly of the time is inaabot po siya ng more than 20 iterations. So for this case, if I'm not mistaken, yung atin po given is inabot po siya ng 20 iterations. So let's have ano po yung ating sixth iteration. Then after sixth iteration, since get na naman po yung process, yung natitira yung 7 to 23 na iteration, 7 to 23rd na iteration is yun po yung magsisilbi niya po exercise. Ano po. So bibigyan ko po kayo ng time and yung ano niya naman po, yung deadline niya naman po is until tomorrow ng 4 p.m. or until Friday. So i-allow ko naman po yung paggamit ko ng Excel if for convenience, and also kung gusto nyo din is basta siya is computerized kahit di nyo na po sulat. Ano po. So individual po siya. It will serve as your attendance for your meeting today. Ano, yung online class po natin today. So next is we have already our fifth iterations. So we have values for x, y, and z. So later bibigay after ma-discuss ko po yung side is bigay ko po yung instruction dun sa ating Google Classroom. Okay. So for the sixth iteration, hindi ko na po siya itatanong sa inyo, pero ito po yung kanyang nilalabas na values. And kung mapapansin nyo, comparing doon sa ating fifth iteration, dito sa sixth iteration is lahat na po siya is naka-decimal place. And also, kung mapapansin nyo po is ating x is, yung ating x is from the previous iteration is approaching positive 1. Tama. Napansin nyo din po yan. Para naman po if napansin nyo na approaching positive 1 yung ating x. And yung ating y is kung mapapansin nyo siya is approaching positive 2. Then for z is approaching negative 2. So at that case, pwede nyo naman siyang i-assume na yung ating x, y, and z is 1. X, y, and z is 1, 2, and negative 1 respectively. However, for some cases, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-assume since merong cases na bawa yung atin pong hinahanap na value for a certain variable. Example, z is negative 996 pala yung saktong value niya, or negative 96, negative 0.96. So technically, hindi siya negative 1. So baka lang so good thing po na gawin is that ituloy po yung iterations until mag-come up tayo sa iisang answer at which at that point is paulit ulit na po yung value na lumalabas. Po. So for this one, I'll be showing you yung iterations po natin up until 23. So ito po siya. 7, then 8, 9, 10. Then kung mapapansin nyo siya is halin-hinan lang. Nagko-cross talaga siya sa 1, 2, at negative 1. So up until our 23rd iteration, for the 23rd iteration niya, dumating na po sa point at which our x is 1, y is 2, and our z is negative 1. Okay, gets po yun. So that would be our Jacobi method. Gets? Any question regarding to Jacobi method? If wala question, pareak naman po. Same names lang yung nakikita ko. Okay, so wala na question. So I assume na-gets nyo na po yung ating Jacobi method. And next, we have yung ating pong Gauss-Seidel method. So, Gauss-Seidel iteration method. So, for this one, halos pareho lang po siya sa Gauss Jacobi. So, sometimes, or dun po sa other na tawag doon, yung sa mga lecture videos sa YouTube is ang Jacobi method is also sometimes called as Gauss Jacobi. So technically, lahat po sila is based doon po sa principle ng Gaussian technique. Ano po? So for Jacobi method and yung ating Gauss-Seidel, somehow they are the same. Ang pinakaiba lang po niya is that same lang din na na verify if yung sa diagonal dominant. Tapos yung step 2, same lang din. Then, yung pinakaiba niya lang po is that yung atin daw pong ginagamit na values for x, y, and z is hindi po siya by batch. Kung mapapansin niyo sa Jacobi is by batch siya. Ang ginagamit natin x, y, and z for yung Gauss-Seidel is that yung po mga updated values na x. So, what do I mean by that? So, let's try to have our example, the same lang, which is ito. So, yan po yung equation form niya. Same lang din. Then, let's try. And same lang din as our wait lang. Yan natin ito. Same lang doon sa ating same lang doon sa ating Jacobi method na yung atin po unang gagamitin or for first iteration, our x, y, and z would be all 0. So for this one, yung x nyo natin, kung makikita nyo sa baba, ito siya. I-zoom natin siya. So our x nyo, ito, would be 1/4 times 3 plus y plus z. Then y and z are all 0. So, kaya same lang na 3/4 yung ating first iteration. However, for the second attempt doon sa ating, for our case is yung ating y. For our y nyo sa first iteration, yung ating na pong gagamiting x is yung updated, which is yung 3/4. So, for this one, siya is magiging ganito. So, y nyo is equal to 1/6 times 9 plus 2x. Yung x po is 3/4. Siya po yung ating updated value. And yung updated value for z or minus z is still 0 since wala pa naman po tayo nakukuha value for z. Kaya po ang ating magiging y nyo would be 7/4. So, by this method, mas madali po natin makukuha. So, mas maunti po yung iterations natin na makukuha for Gauss-Seidel compared doon po sa ating Jacobi. Ano po? And for the third iteration, alam po natin na meron na po tayong x, meron na tayong y. Then for the z nyo, ang gagamitin na po natin x and y are 3/4 and 7/4 respectively. So, 7/4 next z nyo. So, yeah. Magiging 1/7 times -6 plus 3/4 minus 7/4. So, makuha po natin value is -1. So, for this one, mapapansin nyo, -1 po yung nakuha natin value. So, nagkataon lang na siya is nagsakto agad na -1. But technically, through the process is hindi naman po, kumbaga, hindi po all throughout siya is -1. So, mag-ibang value. Then, dadating po sa point na lalabas na po yung values for x, y, and z at which -1 is together doon po sa ating +1 and 2. Ano po? So, questions? Gets po yung sa Gauss-Seidel? questions dun sa first iteration natin? Clear? Next. Okay. So, clear na po sa marami. Next, dun sa ating second iteration, sa x naman natin is that ang gagamitin nating y is itong 7/4, then mu is -1. Tama? So, siya ay magiging ating x is 1/4 times 3. Baba natin to. 1/4 times 3 plus y. Ang y natin is 7/4. Siya po yung updated value of y plus -1 which is yung updated value of our z. So, siya ay magiging 15/16. Gets po yan. So, ang technique dyan is that titingnan nyo lang po. Halimbawa, ang goal natin is hanapin yung x nyo. Titingnan natin yung mga yung previous two equations. So, doon sa resulting values niya, yun po yung ating pagbabasehan. It's either siya is for y or for z. So, since ang x natin, alam po natin, by the pattern, yung x natin is, ang involved lang is y and z. Tama? So, technically, yung previous two resulting values yung ating magagamit sa equation sa paghanap ng ating new values for x. Gets po? Questions? Gets? How about our y new? Anyone? Yes, Mitra. What would be equation and answer?
Yung bago pong equation is 1/6 times 9 plus 2 times the quantity of 15/16 minus quantity of -1. So, yung answer po is 95/48 po.
Okay, so same lang dun sa ating naka-flash. How about our Zinyo? What would be its value? Or I mean its equation and its value. Anyone? Anyone po? Wala nalabas sa akin nakarisan? Yes, Ken.
Ang magiging equation po ng z nyo po ay 1/7 times -6 plus 15/16 and minus po sa 95/48. Tapos, ang magiging sagot po ay -169/168.
Okay, so same lang doon po sa ating answer na naka-flash. So, kung mako-compare niyo po siya sa Gauss-Seidel, I mean, yung Gauss-Seidel is mako-compare natin sa other techniques. So, among all the techniques, Gauss-Seidel po is yung pinaka-convenient way. Ano po? So, technically, personal perspective ko is that itong Jacobi and Gauss-Seidel is somehow, siya po is more convenient gamitin compare sa sa Gauss-Jordan at Gaussian technique. Tama po. Pero sa tingin niyo po, ano pong mas convenient sa inyo, sa preference niyo? Yung Gauss-Jordan or itong Gauss-Seidel? If Gauss-Seidel, thumbs up, tas Gauss-Jordan ay heart. Ano pong mas prefer niyong gamitin? Ghost Jordan yung may matrix heart. Mag-react ng heart if mas madaling gamitin yung yung Ghost Jordan. How about Ghost Seidel? Thumbs up nga if mas madali ang Ghost Seidel. Yun, so may nakita pa rin akong so Ghost Jordan na mas madali daw. Siya nag-raise na hand. May question po?
Wala naman po, sir. Napindot lang.
Okay. So, yun. For the second iteration, we have already our z nu, which is negative 169/168. For the third iteration, so siya is magiging anyone. What would be the value for what would be the equation and the value for our x nu is Greg. Okay, so same lang. So kung mapansin nyo, nabanggit niya is minus 169 over 168 since plus minus. So technically, tama naman siya. I mean, sa calculus is the same lang yung magiging values po natin for our x nyo. How about our y nyo? Anyone po? Other than Mitra. Other hands po. Other than Gab. Same names lang eh. Bahala kayo pag kayo hindi ko natanda. Yes, Rosemary.
Yung 1 over 6 times 9 plus 2 times 15 over 16 minus negative 169 over 168 po ay 499 over 252.
Wait, are you sure na 15 over 16 yung ating gagamitin na x?
Yes po, sir. Ay, no pala.
May updated na.
4, 5.
Once again, what would be equation mo? Ulitin mo.
Wait po. One over 6 times 9 plus 2 times 445 over 448 minus negative 169 over 168 po.
Okay, what will be its value?
1.998759921 po.
Okay, so same lang doon sa atin po naka-flash sa screen. How about our z new or yung new value for z? Anyone? Yes, G and Carla.
Try lang po. Bale po, ang mga ano po doon is 1 over 7 times negative 6 plus 445 over 448 minus 1.9987599210 ay 119210. Ang sagot po ay negative 1.00794979.
Okay, so siya is same lang doon sa ating naka-flash. And for yun po yung sa ating third iteration. And for ating Ghost Seidel, so for this case, siya po is inabot lang ng 6th iteration. So let me just show you yung remaining iteration. So for the remaining iteration, so siya is yan, ito. Then for the 5th iteration is ito. And for the 6th, ay hindi pala 6. Ano pala? 10. Ito pala ay 7. Wait. Wait lang. So siya is for the 6th iteration, the 7th iteration, then 8, then 9, and lastly, yung ating 10th iteration at which nakuha na po natin yung ating pong values for x, y, and z. Ano po? So, yun. So, any questions po with regards sa ating x, y, and z? Ay, sa ating, sorry. Sa ating methods which are Jacobi and Gauss-Seidel. Mga question? So, just like po nung ating previous iteration, previous methods, yung sa Gaussian and Gauss-Jordan. So, ang gagawin po natin para po ma-verify yung values na x, y, and z natin is that try po natin siyang i-substitute doon sa ating equation. Ano po? So, for our first one, alam po natin na yung ating x is 1. So, try natin siyang substitute sa ating Then, ang ating y is 2. Then, ating z is negative 1. Tama. So, let's try. Tingnan nga po sa calculus. Ang magiging value po nito is 3. Pareak naman po if pareak na like if 3 ang lumabas po sa inyo. So it only means na yung ating pong values for x, y, and z ay nagsasatisfy po doon sa ating first equation. And po. So balik po natin siya. How about next? Doon po sa ating second equation. For our second equation, let's try to verify our x value would be 1, then our y is 2, then our z is negative 1. Tama po ba? Positive 9 yung sagot? Pa-verify nga po. Okay. So, tama daw according to those nag-thumbs up. How about next? For the third iteration, verify nyo nga. Kaya mag-substitute ng mga each values, x, y, and z. Will it be negative 6? Parap naman po if negative 6 pa yung lumabas. How about yung iba? Okay, so negative 6 yung lumabas. So technically, at this point, pwede po natin i-conclude that our values for x, y, and z are positive 1, 2, and negative 1 respectively. Ano po? So, once na ma-verify, so you can already confirm na nasolve na po natin yung ating systems of linear equation na ating given dito sa taas. So, we have already solved the systems of linear equation using our Jacobi method and also our Gauss-Seidel method. So, any questions with regards po dun sa ating dalawang previous na ano? Yes, Lumbres.
Sir, tatanong ko lang po sana kung ang indication po na last iteration na po siya is pag may naulit na pong values or may iba pa pong tinitingnan.
Kapag yung kapag yung x, y, and z is nauulit na, so meaning siya na po yung kapag sabay-sabay siyang nauulit kasi may case kanina digan na parang dalawang beses na ulit yung negative 391 over 392. Kaso for z value lang siya. Ibig sabihin yung z lang yung nauulit. Pero kapag napansin nyo po na sabay-sabay na nauulit yung x, y, and z, ibig sabihin yun na po yung ating final answers for x, y, and z. Okay? So yun. Any other questions? So, are you ready for our quiz next week? Next Thursday. Ready na po kayo sa quiz? So, wait. Check ko muna yung ating yung pinasa kong makeup class. Itinan ko kung anong oras, anong date ang makeup class. O1. Dalawang makeup class nyo kasi dalawa na tamaan. Dalawa. Dahil nawalan tayo ng klase ng April 9, diga. Tapos yung isa ay nung Monday, Thursday, March 28. Ano na may propose pa, di ko pa alam kung ito ay approve, pero by April 17. By Wednesday ng 2 to 5 makeup class. Ang room ay 415. Yun naman ay ba't mauna pang sige, diga ang ating exam ay 18 next week, ta 17. Siguro tayo additional example po para sa Gauss Jordan at Gauss Seidel. Gauss Jordan, Gauss Seidel at Gaussian, tas itong Jacobi. Para by yes, Gab.
Sir, pwede ko po yung quiz po sa 17 na lang. Kasi po may quiz din po kami sa 18 na isa pa. Magkasunod po yung subject po. Ipag po yung majority.
Agrega ang iba. 17 na daw quiz sa ating makeup class na daw yung ating quiz. Kasi nga pabor sa inyo kasi kapag doon tayo nag-quiz doon sa ating sa boiler room, baka tayo may gumamit sa second half kasi madaming mag-makeup class ngayon. Kaya for sure, bakante yun ng second half kaso baka gamitin ng mga mag-makeup class. ano po, okay lang po sa inyo na sa 17 tayo mag-quiz sa makeup class natin. Face to face naman yun. Okay lang. Pa-heart track if okay lang. Parang hindi okay sa inyo. Pabor naman yun sa inyo at ano, may kasabay pala kayo ng ganong araw. So yan, 2 to 5. If approve yun, kung paano kung hindi, pag hindi, edi as it is tayo na April 18. Ano po, if hindi, ibalita ko na lang po kayo if kung kailan, basta next week siya. Ano po. So kung ma-approve naman, edi yun, by Wednesday tayo mag-quiz. Ano po. So yun, questions pa? So, yes. Go ahead. What is your question?
Sorry po, pero ask ko lang po if hindi naman po siya possible na ma-move po ng last week po ng month na to, yung pong quiz po.
Nako, hindi. Kasi maghahabol pa tayo ng
Okay po, thank you po.
maghahabol pa kasi tayo ng topics. April 17 ang inyong isa, tas ang isa ninyong ay online naman yung isa. Siya ay April 30. Sabado. Yun, di sa April 30 na lang tayo magbigay ng other April 30. Sobrang biglaan pala dito sa inyo. Hindi ko nga pala kayo na-inform pa. Pero hindi pa naman siya approve. Pero pag na-approve siya ay online ng April 13, 2 to 4. So siya ay Sabado. So yun, di balitaan ko na lang din po. Di baka na tayo additional events para po sa inyo. Kumbaga serve as review po dun sa ano po. So yun, wala na questions? If wala na question. Okay, so wala na po kayong question. I-propose ko po sa inyo yung Google Classroom yung exercise number 2 na will serve as your attendance for today. And also, if baka attendance for today, then doon po sa iba na medyo unfortunate pa yung score sa midterms is baka idagdag ko na lang din yung points doon so para maka-abol po ng points yung iba. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, let's call it a day. So thank you po for listening.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.